Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's week 11 in the NFL. We are doing our regular Friday video with Chris Andrews from AgainstTheNumber.com, where we get his late week thoughts on possible betting value. Chris Andrews, week 11 in the NFL. A lot of interesting situations, right? The return of Tony Romo for Dallas, Mark Sanchez starting for Philly, Green Bay coming off of 3 straight losses as a favorite, looking like their offense is absolutely stalled out. New England, a ton of injuries on the offensive line. Really, Cincinnati coming off of their first ATS loss. Osweiler starting for Denver. A lot of really interesting games this week. You're going to pick 2 to discuss with us here. What's the first one you'd like to discuss with us, Chris?
Well, first one I want to talk about is the Dolphins and the Cowboys.
Okay, Tony Romo comes back for Dallas.
Tony Romo comes back, and you know what? Everybody thinks that he's going to be the savior of this team. I have high regard for Tony Romo. I have not knocked him over the years. I thought he's done a very good job, and he's been a scapegoat for the Dallas fans and the franchise. But he can't cure everything. Right now, they have a pretty good running game, but defensively they're very mediocre. Their pass defense is mediocre. I think right now people are expecting a little too much out of Romo, and I think it's one of those situations. I hate to read into too much emotion, but I think that people were just thinking that everything's going to be fine now that Tony's back, and I don't think that's the case. I wound up adding 5.5 points to my power rating for Dallas with the return of Romo, and I still have Miami about a 3-point favorite. Mm-hmm. So I think people have gone way overboard with how much Romo's going to mean. Listen, Castle didn't play great, Whedon didn't play great, but they still are veteran quarterbacks, and it definitely was a huge drop off. But to think that he's going to come in and mean like 8 points to this Dallas team, I just don't see it. Meanwhile, Miami's played pretty well under Dan Campbell. They've won 3 of the 5 games since he's taken over. They've shown a little bit of a bounce in their step. I think they're a lot tougher team than they have been. I think that being at home is going to be a pretty good advantage for them. We're just asking them to win this game. Matter of fact, we're even taking a point. So I'm on Miami in this one. I think Miami beats Dallas.
Yeah, and I would also include that Miami's 2 losses, both very forgivable. The situation, the spot just were not, and the teams they're playing were just not favorable to them. Right now, +1 is the market-wide number. Chris Andrews, liking Miami, +1. What's the second game you'd like to bring up with us, Chris, from NFL Week 11?
Well, you mentioned it in the warm-up here, Peter, but I'm on New England over Buffalo.
Wow, okay.
I know there's a lot of injuries. The ones that really concern me are on the offensive line, and they've had to patch together a couple of guys on the line. There's no question about that, and I don't want to just say that that's meaningless because it's not. It means something.
And Julian Edelman's out.
And then Julian Edelman, of course, that's going to be another one that is going to be hard to replace. But they still have Gronkowski. They still have Amendola. I think what people are overlooking, though, for this Buffalo or for the New England team is the fact that their defense is so good. I had a note right here, and I can't find it right now. But their defense, I think, is 4th in the league in surrendering points. Not yardage so much. It's one of those teams that you can get some yardage on them, but they don't let you get the ball in the end zone. 4th in the league, I believe, right now in scoring defense per game. So that's something that's been greatly overlooked for the New England Patriots. Also, when you look at the Buffalo Bills, big emotional high last week for them to beat the Jets. And Rex Ryan made no bones about it. It was a big game for him personally, and I think a lot of the players kind of attached themselves to that. They do love Rex. There's no question about it. Now he's asking them to come to the same a little bit different, but still a huge emotional game. We've known that he's had a huge rivalry with Bill Belichick. By the way, Belichick's 9-4 lifetime against Rex Ryan. But I think asking those players one more time to go to the well and just pull out all their emotion, all their ability to try to beat the New England Patriots, and it is on a Monday night, and I'm not crazy about laying big points with the Patriots, but this one I feel the line is a little bit suppressed because of the injuries. And I understand there's some sharp guys on Buffalo in this one, but I think New England takes the money here. I think they come out with a big victory over Buffalo.
That's what I was going to say. I have heard some opinions from some sharp guys this week. Like in Buffalo, the line is split though, 7 or 7.5. So obviously it's key to get the best number for you, depending on which side you're liking. Chris Andrews right now, liking New England, -7. Interesting analysis. Chris Andrews, thanks so much. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you, Peter.